Hello my dear students, welcome to the next lecture in analog electronics. In this lecture, let us discuss transformer coupled amplifier. So this is the circuit for a transformer coupled amplifier. You can see here a transformer is used to transfer the AC output voltage from the first stage to the second stage. Also, you can see a transformer connected at the input. Please note that it is not step down, it is step up transformer. There is low number of turns here and larger number of turns on the secondary. Okay. So the resistor RC, you cannot find the resistor RC here. It is replaced by the primary of the transformer, which is coupling the first stage to the next stage. Okay. Then here you can see the secondary winding of the transformer is replacing the wire between the voltage divider of the biasing network and the base of the second stage. So here the secondary is connecting to the base and it is connecting here. You can see a capacitor CS connected parallel to this to avoid AC drop across this resistor R2 and to provide a ground to the AC. Okay. Now here you can see there is no coupling capacitor. They are absent here. The DC isolation between the two stages is provided by the transformer itself. Here you can see the transformer is providing the DC isolation. Okay. There exists no DC path between the primary and secondary of the transformer. So it is providing the isolation. The voltage across the primary is transferred to the secondary, and that will depend on the number of turns of the primary and secondary as well. So what is the main advantage of this transformer coupling over RC coupling? Here you see from VCC the DC voltage which is supplied is available at the collector terminal of the transformer itself. There is no RC here, so there is no drop across RC which is encountered here. Okay, whereas in RC coupled scheme you have the collector resistance RC and there is a drop across that. So the whole DC voltage is available at the collector terminal, and this impedance is very low. DC impedance of this transformer winding, this is a winding, so its drop is very low here. So the AC impedance across the primary will depend upon the turns ratio of the transformer and the input impedance of the second amplifier. So and it can be made very high. So the absence of resistance RC in the collector circuit will avoid the unnecessary power loss which is occurring here. So that power loss is avoided by this particular transformer coupling. So why this power loss is to be considered? Because when we discuss power amplifiers, we will understand the significance of replacing RC with this transformer. Okay, we will discuss it in the later sessions. Then what are some disadvantages are also associated with this transformer coupling scheme. So this power conservation is an advantage, but there are some disadvantages as well. So here you are using transformers to couple the stages between the from one stage to the next stage. You are using the transformer, so it is going to increase the size of the system. Obviously transformer will be more bulky compared to resistor or capacitor, and it is also a little more costlier. So one more disadvantage is that its frequency response will be very small. I think we can discuss this is explaining the transformer coupled amplifier operation. You can see the disadvantages associated with this in this slide. So the size of the system is increased and it is also relatively costlier, and the frequency response is poor. That is because transformer is not ideal here. There is some leakage inductance and interwinding capacitance. So because these leakage inductance and interwinding capacitance are the stray elements, the transformer coupled amplifier does not amplify signals of different frequencies equally well, because these will come into play. So the interwinding capacitance may give rise to phenomenon of resonance, because there is the presence of both inductance and capacitances coming there. So at some frequency this circuit may give rise to the phenomenon of resonance. At resonance condition, as you all know, the impedance will be minimum, and this may make the gain of the amplifier very high at the resonant frequency. At the same time, gain may be quite low at some other frequencies. So the frequency response is poor. You cannot get a range where the frequency, where the gain is constant, like you obtain for RC coupled amplifier. Now applications. These are widely used for amplification of radio frequency signal, not audio frequency signal. For RC coupled, we saw it was in the audio frequency range. So the radio frequency means anything above 20 kilohertz. So how, by putting suitable shunting capacitors across each winding of the transformer, we can get resonance at any desired RF frequency. That is known as tuning of amplifier. That is, these capacitors which are connected in parallel across the winding of the transformer. By adjusting the capacitor value, I hope you have heard this term tuning of the amplifier when it comes to radio. RF frequency amplifiers, that is, you can tune the amplifier at a particular frequency for the desired RF frequency, where the gain will be maximum as resonance condition will be established there. So such amplifiers are called tuned voltage amplifier, and they provide high gain at desired RF frequency. So the use of a transformer coupling not only saves power loss in the collector resistance RC, and it also will help in proper impedance matching as well. Okay. So by suitably selecting the turns ratio of the transformer, we can match any load with the output impedance of the amplifier. So that is how we are transferring maximum power from the amplifier to the load. So this impedance matching concept and the turns ratio effect, all these we can discuss later when we discuss power amplifiers. So with this, I am ending the discussion on transformer coupling. We will discuss in detail about the turns ratio and how it is going to affect the impedance, and all these concepts can be discussed in detail on power amplifiers. Thank you.